2024 was a pivotal political year for most African nations. The continent saw 17 major legislative and presidential elections, and remarkably, voters in 5 nations chose to put the opposition in power. In Senegal, when Bassirou Diomaye Faye triumphed at the polls, he teamed up with opposition leader Ousmane Sonko to bring down the old guard. Weeks earlier, the two were still political prisoners. And South Africa underwent a dramatic political transformation when the long-dominant ruling African National Congress Party found itself way short of a majority vote. It chose the former main opposition Democratic Alliance DA party and a number of smaller parties as its coalition partners. Quite unexpected and unprecedented. But the winds of change never reach all African nations. In Togo, Chad, and Madagascar, opposition parties faced systemic challenges. President Paul Kagame of Rwanda smashed his own election record by winning more than 99% of the vote. And in Comoros, Azali Osmani was sworn in for a 4th term despite opposition claims of electoral fraud. The election fever returned to Southern Africa in October. In Botswana, Duma Boko of the then opposition party Umbrella for Democratic Change sailed smoothly into the presidency. But in Mozambique, deadly protests followed after Frelimo's Daniel Chapo came out tops with 71% of the vote in the presidential race. Opposition candidate Venancio Mondlane insists the poll was rigged in favor of the ruling party. Other remarkable moments in 2024 included the election of Netumbo Nandi-Ndaitwah Triple N as Namibia's first female president. And as the year closed out, John Mahama made a spectacular comeback to the presidency in Ghana. Mahama succeeded Nana Akufo-Addo, who completed the 2-term limit. The military rulers in Niger, Burkina Faso, and Mali, meanwhile, deferred elections as they forged a new regional alliance. And Gabon set out writing a new constitution in preparation for elections in the new year. Now, on the global economic scene in 2024, Africa stood out and amplified its call for greater representation. The Africa Union participated in the G20 summit as a full member, and South Africa took over its rotating presidency for 2025. Ethiopia and Egypt were among new members of BRICS, with Nigeria seeking to join too. The Russia-Africa Partnership Forum, the China-Africa Summit, and the Italy-Africa Summit illustrated Africa's growing relevance. Yet critics questioned why such partnerships often reinforce dependence. 9 African countries were in debt distress in 2024. The International Monetary Fund approved credit for Ethiopia and Zambia. As Africa navigates its political and economic challenges, 2024 underscored its growing influence on the world stage. The World Trade Organization reappointed its director Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala of Nigeria to second 4th term as director. And Tanzanian leader Samia Suluhu Hassan made history as the first African female president to attend a G20 summit. How was 2024 in your country? For more information, visit our website dw.com/Africa.